All right, so it's time to start actually weaving. I have my paper loom right here, and I have picked out a few colors just to do with my pattern. Now on your table you have several different patterns that you can choose from. So you'll look at them, pick them out. Some of them are more complex or more difficult. Some of them are more simple. So you're gonna pick the one that you feel confident in doing. There's also more on Canvas, so if you want to check there to see, but I am going to be showing y'all just this kind of simple diagonal one right here. Okay, so I'll start with my paper, and I'm going to start looking at this pattern. Now the white, you'll see that the white columns are going up and down, so that my paper loom is going up and down. The paper that we're weaving with is going to go horizontally. So looking at these first two right here, I see that it's white, white, and then color, color. So if I see white, that means I know I need to go under. So for the first one, I'm going to go under. Now I do have, I'm making sure that I see the printed lines on the side I'm working on, because we'll end up flipping it over on the back. So I'm going to go under, under. So under the first two strips. And then the next is, I see color, color, so I'm going to go over, over. Let me move this right maybe down here. So this is the one I'm doing right here. So under, under, over, over, and then there's two white again. So I'm going under, under, over, over. Now, that's where this pattern in this square stops. It's not like, okay, now I'm done and I'm ready for the next row. It just means that we're gonna keep repeating that same one. So after I go over, over right here, and it's over, over, I'm gonna go back to the first row, because we're still doing the first row, and start with under, under. So I'm gonna continue doing under, under, over, over, until I get all the way across. And it ends on one over, and I'm just gonna leave it right there. And then push it, use my fingernails to push it all the way to the top. Okay, the first row is done. Now I'm gonna do the next row. I think I'm gonna do the next one with green. I might just alternate blue and green for mine. But for the next row, looking at it right here, so there's one white and then two gray. So I know I'm gonna go under for the white, and then over, over. Then under, under, over, over. So I'm following that same pattern. So with this green, I'm just gonna go under just the first one, because that's what it says on my pattern, and then over, over. So under, over, over, under, under. And these papers are called the weft. It's the weft papers, or if you were weaving with string, it would be the weft string. And the white ones are the warp. And then I'll push it up and just kind of look at it real quick to see if it looks right. It does. So I know I'm getting kind of a diagonal type shape for this one right here. Okay, so the next one, the third row is gray, gray, and then white, white. So I'm going to start over, over, under, under, and then keep following that pattern all the way across. Now this is, I would say, more of a simple pattern. Some are a little more complex and you really have to pay attention to what you're doing, and I can always help you, but this is basically how to read those patterns. And if you can just do these simple ones, you can even do the more complex ones too. Now, for now, don't worry about the end pieces. The end pieces we will we'll talk about at the end. But if you want to kind of fast forward to what you're going to be doing in the future, since we see the gray lines on this side of it, this is going to be the back. You are going to want to have all the tails on the back. So if you want to go ahead and, like, as you're doing and making sure they all end on the back or end on top, then that will be good. All right, so that's my first 3 rows. So if I was going to finish this pattern, I would just continue doing, oh, I knew something looked wrong. Yeah, double check for mistakes. So right here, I did 1 under instead of under. So I don't need to take the whole thing out. I'm just going to back up to here and then make sure I go under this time. Over, under. So I guarantee you will make a mistake. They're really easy to fix. There we go. And this, because I want the tails to end all on the back. So that is actually correct. All right, much better.